Is this even going? All right. All right, folks, this is SynapTC coming to you live from Gilbert, Arizona. Guess what? It is 13 weeks. 13 weeks until I'm in that Tempe Town Lake, swimming 1.2 miles. And then I got to transition out, get on my wetsuit, go onto the bike, and do 56 miles on the bike. And after that, transition to a run and do 13.1 miles. Why did I do this to myself? I keep on asking that. Why, oh, why, oh, why? Because, I don't know, I just felt like I can do it. And I wanted to see if I could be more disciplined. They say what you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but if the old dog wants to learn, then you know what? I'm pretty sure you can learn. So it depends on what you want to do, right? I wanted to do this. I want to do something physical, something that's enduring, something that most people don't do, because I feel that I don't think I've ever used my body the way it was meant to be used when I was growing up. Just, you know, played video games. I don't think I played basketball. I don't think I had too many friends either. So, but it's just one of those things where, I was never a team player. I just didn't figure it out. However, basketball is going to be my next thing that I pick up because I feel like I want to play a team sport. I think that will be good for me. So I don't like sweaty people just, sliming all over you. But whatever, I guess that's part of the game. Watching the Suns in the NBA finals and the playoffs, watching them lose on those Thursday nights, I got emotional. Don't forget, we are uh, biological. We're not logical, right? We are emotional beings, and with that being emotional beings, we have these our cells fire, neurons fire, and come up with this perception of reality that we take for granted, and whatever we have, we take it as a reality, and we want to try to push through it. So, you know, again, I haven't been. It's been a minute since I've been back. It's been about 4 weeks. I'm coachless. I started coaching myself, learning what I learned from my vegan-powered athlete, and it was pretty good. I was doing it. I got sick. I got sinus infection. Couldn't swim during that time. I started using the snorkel just because I couldn't breathe through my nose as well. Found the neti pot. The neti pot helped me out a lot, and so now I use that since the last 4 weeks, just because I feel like there's this dirty air going in, and it's affecting me. So now it's not so weird to wear a mask in public. So I do wear a mask. I have it on me all the time just to make sure that it doesn't affect me. We're in the desert, right? Fires are going, winds blowing. It can get you down. So to prevent myself not breaking my training regimen, I hope that helps. So at the same time, on a cellular level, I'm trying to get my nutrition right. Making sure that while I am sweating, water and salts, sodium, potassium, a little bit of magnesium, that I'm able to replenish my body. So Dr. Andy Galpin, the Galpin equation, he figured out get your weight in pounds, um, divided by 30, and that's going to be how many ounces you drink of water every 15 minutes. So right now mine's about 6 ounces. So every 15 minutes I got to do about 6 ounces. And so this way my body is in a constant, has the solids, the sodium outside of my cells and the potassium within my cells, and having the sodium potassium pumps firing as I'm cruising along, and the swim, the bike, the water. I'm not going to be drinking water. I will be having water in my mouth though while I'm swimming that Tempe Town Lake. But while I'm getting hydrated, getting onto the bike and the run, I'm going to be making sure that I'm hydrated so this way I don't bonk. It's a term that your nutrition's off, you're dehydrated, your your electrolytes are just mismanaged. So I've been studying a lot of nutrition, and folks, one of the simplest things that you can do is just get some pink Himalayan salt, a gram of it, and put it in 32 ounces of water, or 500 milligrams to 16 ounces, and see how you feel. I have my blood pressure monitored, everything like that, through my uh, licensed physician. So I hope that you also do things. If you guys are changing, adding sodium into your diet, make sure you go through your doctor. Now I'm also taking potassium, 2 grams of potassium a day, just to see what it feels like. This is going to be detrimental. Am I going to be feel dehydrated? And I'm checking the color of my pee. Is it too clear? Is it just right, or is it too dark? So that's a nice gauge of seeing what your filtered blood is, right? So the goal is not to get sick, not to have anything mess up my training. And I feel at the cellular level, I need to manage the simple things: sodium, potassium. That's it. Water, yeah, and that's pretty much what you're going to be using, and carbohydrates, so sugars. That's what you're going to be using as fuel as you're going through this triathlon. So I'm making sure I'm putting it into my training regimen, so this way I'm training what my nutrition is going to be when I'm during the race. So this way I'm not messing anything up. Also, one of the things that they drink is Coke. They'll drink Coke, Coca-Cola, flat Coke, and they'll put some electrolyte tab in there, fizz it up, and then they'll drink it. And that's a good way of getting your carbs in there, your electrolytes at a fast clip, and then energizes you. So this way, and the caffeine to go the extra mile. So those are cool, interesting things that I've figured out in the past 4 weeks. I forgot how to swim. I got back into it again, and now I finally feel comfortable. However, I'm still my legs. I'm kicking too much, so I need to control that the kick and coordinate my stroke with my legs. So one of the things you don't want to do, you don't want to use too much of your legs while you're swimming, so this way you can save them for the bike and the run. So that's going to be an interesting thing for me to discover in the next 12 weeks. Time's a ticking, but you know what? I'm getting ready for it. I'm stressing my family relationships, my work relationships, as well as my friend, all my friends. I'm so blessed that people love me enough to allow me to stray a little bit, for me to do something that's not normal, that most people do, something that people are allowing me to discover. Um, is it a good thing? We'll see. Time will tell. But I'm glad that I'm doing this. I'm glad that I'm on the camera in front of you guys, talking to you guys, because you know what? In this past 4 weeks, I didn't really want to get on the camera. I just wanted to spend time with family. I wanted to spend time with family coming into town, spending time with the kids. We're just, you know, not doing anything, focusing on work, focusing on something else. But, you know, I started this because I knew I would be slacking. I knew I'd just say, you know what, I'm going to do what I did with my half marathon. I know what I did when I did my full marathon. I didn't train. I was like, you know what, folks, it's all mental, which it is. But at the same time, you push yourself so hard that you can hurt yourself, right? And you know what, folks, I don't want to hurt myself. I need to continue doing greater and greater things. This can't be the pinnacle of my physicality. I feel that there's a lot more to learn about my body, and this is just one of those steps that I'm taking, to learn more about, you know, who we are as human beings, right? And see what kinds of changes that we can do in order to have a better lifestyle and greater longevity. Happy, healthy 100, right? That's the reason why that's what keeps me going. So I'm really happy with where I'm going towards in my swim. I'm sucking less. My biking. 13.5 miles is my average speed. I'm trying to shoot for 18.5, so we'll see how I get there. I'm going to be adding about 30 minutes to an hour on my bike rides over the weekend, my long rides. My runs have been kind of sporadic. I've been trying to do 3 swims a week, 3 bikes a week, and 3 runs a week, and I'm averaging out to about 2. So I wanted this to be enjoyable. I don't need this to be so disciplined, but I think that's the reason why I'm doing this. So this way I can be a little bit more disciplined, get out of my comfort zone, doing something that I would typically wouldn't do, embracing the suck, and see how I grow from this and sharing this journey with you guys because you know what? I see a lot of people not wanting to work out, not, and I was that person too, guys. So whenever you're ready, hopefully whenever that time is, I cheer you on because I don't want to force anyone to, you know, do anything that they don't want to do, but at least get up and walk a little bit. Think about being active. How about that? Just think about it. Don't do it, but think about it. It might behoove you. Ask your doctor. See what your doctor thinks about you being just a little bit more active every day. Okay. And I'd like to thank Sonia Rama for making me my half Ironman keychain, and Bikubai from the Valley donating $101 to the Lymphoma Foundation. So, um, guys, it was great getting back to you guys. Hopefully, I'll be back again next week, sharing you my trials and tribulations. I had vegan taste again this week, and man, the vegan food is pretty good. I must say, I'm pretty happy with the stuff. Anywho, until next week, happy healthy 100, folks. Have a good night. Bye bye.